Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to explain one more keyword, that is what finally. Okay, so last video we've seen uh, try and catch. So next one is what finally. Okay, so finally it's a block which contains some code that will going to execute even with or without exception. Okay, if you want to execute some lines of code with exception handling or without exception handling, okay, or without any exceptions, such code we can write within a finally block. Okay, so Java finally block is always executed whether a exception is handled or not. Okay, you'll see what one simple example. Class I've taken on a example program for understanding about this finally keyword. So I've taken out on class with name what finally example, within which there's a public static void main. Then I've taken what on variable data. For that I'm assigning 25 divided by what 0. Okay, so I think you can this 25, any number divided by 0 is what infinity, but in the programming languages that is what undefined. Therefore this line will go to throw an error, sorry, an exception. Okay, but it is not but it is written within a try block, so we are handling with exception. So we are written within a try block, we are handling with exception, so this will go to throw that one, and there is a catch block. But the problem with this catch block is, here I'll get what arithmetic exception, but it is catching what null pointer exception. Okay, so there are so many types of exceptions, we'll see that one later. And if you can't remember that name, just write exception what. So this exception space some variable name will go to handle what all the kinds of exceptions. Okay, if you don't know what a name of the exceptions, okay, that's the topmost class, that is what exception, just exception, that is the topmost in the exception tree, so which can handle what all the exceptions. Okay, so here we are getting arithmetic exception, but it is catching what null pointer exceptions, but it can't handle that one. Therefore even though there is a catch, that is of what no use. So your program will going to stop what execution here itself by throwing the exceptions. Even though there is a try and catch, we are not handling that one properly. Okay, so this will disrupt the normal flow of execution. Okay, but you have to observe what one more thing, there is a finally block. Okay, within the finally block we have written finally block is always executed. So next there is system dot println close off what main and close off what class. So it will not going to execute this particular code. Why? Because the program got disrupted. Even though it's a catch, we are not handling that one properly. But since we have written something within the final block, first it will going to display what this message. What is that message? Final block is always executed. So we'll get output of final block is always executed before throwing the exception. So now it will going to throw the exception. What is that exception? Arithmetic exception colon divided by what 0. Okay, you will get this message. So this is not an output, this is actually exception. Okay, this is not the output. I think you can understand. So there is a try block and catch block. Here we got arithmetic exception, but you have written what null pointer exception. Therefore this catch is of what no use, therefore it will going to throw exception. So we are not handling that one properly. But if you use what finally block, even if you are not handling the exception properly, that will be what executed. Okay, so therefore we got this message before the exception error. So then we will get what arithmetic exception divided by what 0. Okay, yeah, so I'll take what one more example program. Okay, so class finally example 2. Okay, public static void main. There's a try again what same program. So here we'll get what exception, but now I've written what arithmetic exceptions. See, now I've written what arithmetic exceptions. Here it is generating what arithmetic exceptions, and I've written what arithmetic exceptions. If you don't remember that name, then it just write exception space what e. That is more than enough. Okay, now I've written what properly. The exception is what handled properly. So first it will going to display this message. Next there is a finally block. So this will be what executed. finally it will going to display what rest of the code. Therefore you will get the output in this way. Okay, first we handle the exception properly, so we'll get arithmetic exception divided by what 0. So okay, this message whatever that is called generated here, because divided by what 0, that will be printed. Next, finally block always executed, so you'll get a finally block always executed, and finally you will get rest of the code, this particular output, rest of the code. Okay, yeah. So for each try block there can be what on one or more catch blocks, but one and only finally block. So you can't write what more than one finally block for entire program. You can write at max what one finally block, and that block will go to execute with the exception, without exception handling, or without any exceptions. Okay, that will go to execute. Yeah, the next keyword is for throw. Okay, so throw will going to use if you want to throw our own exceptions explicitly. Okay, if you want to throw exceptions explicitly, in that case we can use what keyword what throw. So here we are not giving any option for system, we will going to throw what ourselves. Okay, so for explicitly throwing the exceptions, the keyword throw is used. We cannot throw multiple exceptions using what throw. So throw at max we can throw what one exceptions. It is not possible to throw what multiple exceptions at a time. So general form is, so we have to go with the keyword throw. Next one is throwable instance, and next you can specify what message. So throwable instance, we have so many types. There's different types of exceptions. So I'll give what on table. Just copy that one table as it is. So in throwable instance, either you can write arithmetic exception or so any one of this one. These are the different types of exceptions, runtime exceptions we call this one. Okay, just copy this table but as it is. This is the second table, even copy this particular table. So previous one is called as what unchecked, and this one is called as what checked exception. Yeah, so in throwable instance we can write that those whatever are listed in that particular table. Okay, and here if you want you can write what your own messages. Okay, so taken what on a simple Java program example class throw example. So there's one member function static void fun. So taking what two parameters. And there's one local variable int c, and I'm just checking whether whatever the value I'm sending as a parameter, if b is equal to what 0. If b is equal to what 0, now I'm throwing what explicitly. We are not giving chance forward system. So how to throw new operator. So here throwable instance. So here I'm using what arithmetic exception. Okay, then message. Here you can write whatever the message you want. Now return what divided by 0 exclamatory mark within what double quote. Okay, then that's end of this one ended with what semicolon. So end of what if block. Else block I'm just dividing a by b and just printing the c value. Okay, so in the same class there's a public static void main. So there I'm calling what function. So just observe here in the public static void main, I have not created object of type what throw example. I'm just writing what fun directly. Why? Because the function is of type static. So if any function is of if we made what static, that will be there at what class level. So no need of what creating what object. That is the reason public static void main is a function. We are not creating any the system while accessing that one, and it's not creating what any object. It's accessing what directly through what class name. Okay. So fun is a static function, therefore there is no need of creating object. So we are passing 5 as well as what 0. Okay, so what will happen? It will so a will get the value 5 and b will get the value 0. So now I am checking whether b is equal to 0. Yeah, b is equal to what 0. Now what will happen? It will go to throw arithmetic exception this message. Okay, so from this function I'll get what exception. From this function it will go to throw out exception. So that is the reason for this function I have written what try block. So we exception got generated. Okay, now so below that one I have written what catch block. So catch block I have written what arithmetic exception what e. Now this will go to handle what that particular exception. So whatever the message I pass from there, that will be copied into e, and that I am printing here. Okay, system.out.println. So I'll get the output in this way: arithmetic exception divided by 0 exclamatory mark 5, because that's the message we are given. Okay, so this is the end of what your catch block, this is the end of what public static void main, and this is the end of what your class throw example. I think you can understand. Okay, actually here you will get what exception, but we are not giving chance for what system. We are throwing what our own exception using what keyword throw. Okay, yeah, just copy this particular program along with what output. Okay, thank you.